Well, hello again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colonel Arnold Strong. I'm the co-producer here of the 2019 HEALinc Future Health Summit, and I'm delighted to be joined here today by two founders of their own enterprises and their own wellness-focused platforms, and that's Devan Burke, who is the founder of Sleep Science Academy, and Mrs. Jessica Jorgensen of Jorgensen Wellness. And welcome to today's session.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
So Devan, tell us a little bit about what your objectives are, not only in being here for sort of the Day Zero Investment Forum that we took place in yesterday, which was fascinating, but then for the entire conference here. What are some of your goals and objectives? And tell us a little bit about that awesome ring that you have.
Sure. Well, my topic is sleep science. So I'm fascinated about how to teach people to increase the quality of sleep to therefore increase the quality of their lives. So a lot of investors are working late into the night. A lot of entrepreneurs are burning the candle at both ends. So my job is really teach people how, when they focus on increasing the quality of their sleep, how that actually increases the quality of life across their health, their creativity, and the things that they can produce when they're present to the importance of that.
And so what are some of the objectives you hope to get out of being a participant here in the summit?
Number one is just to meet and network. There's amazing doctors, there's amazing innovators in the health space. So it's been really fascinating and fun to network with amazing people doing amazing things in the health space. That was the first reason. The second reason is just to learn. I mean, there's so many interesting people here that are sharing cutting edge health technology, and it's fun to be in this environment to share as well.
Yeah. So this morning, Jessica, you co-led us through a breathwork and meditation music, sort of a somatic response, somatic release with Bruce Cryer and Gary Malkin. And your background as a wellness practitioner is sort of collaborative, but not necessarily scientific in its platform. And I'd love to know what you really hope to imbue in the audience here and what your goals are.
Yes, Colonel Strong. I have been in the wellness industry for 22 years, and what I absolutely want to instill in the audience is an awareness of mind-body connection through the use of breath. Gary Malkin and Bruce Cryer have been instrumental in introducing their knowledge with music and the fundamentals of utilizing music to open up what our hearts and intelligence can advocate with healing. My area of expertise is learning how to connect to our heart intelligence through the use of breath.
Wow. And it was nice to see everyone participating this morning in that exercise.
What I found very heartwarming is that by the use of breath, that people in the audience were able to shift out of their logical mindset into a more softer human experience that touched their hearts. They were more willing to extend themselves to one another as opposed to directing their attention to what was actually being directed on the screens in a more educational manner. And one of the things that I think in general, the Bahamas, now that they've been affected by Hurricane Dorian, is to really truly reach out to one another in a humanitarian effort in addition to their own personal areas of expertise.
You led perfectly into my next question, which is recognizing the real catastrophic loss that's happened here in the Bahamas, particularly in Abaco and Grand Bahama. It seems that the focus here in the conference is not only on individual wellness and community wellness, but really sort of regional wellness and ultimately planetary wellness. And I wonder how, Devan, you feel that what your objectives are inside, a sleep science can help that community in healing.
Well, I think that sleep is the foundation that extraordinary health is built on. Mm. So again, you can not eat for a couple of days. You can not work out for a couple of months or even years in most cases. But if you miss one night of sleep, you're just not showing up the next day. So I think when people when they value their sleep and they're getting the sleep that they need, they're going to be more creative to be able to come up with new solutions to come up to
be more creative
and come up with innovative ideas for how to recover from the devastating loss of Dorian.
Yeah.
You know, I think that in times of stress, sleep is usually the first thing that people sacrifice, and it should be the last thing that they sacrifice. Because when you're well slept, your mind's working and you're able to, you know, to do the work that you feel called to do.
Yeah, I mean, as an old Army colonel and Army Ranger, you know, sleep is always in those operations the last priority of work,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's got to be a bit more higher on the platform. If there were anything to wrap and conclude with a message to our audience across platform here on day one of the summit, what would it be that you would offer to those listeners and those that are actually here present?
Absolutely. I would encourage each and every one of you who are interested in learning something new that can make a contribution to your personal community to please come in and experience this for yourself. We're at the Bahamar, and thanks to Dr. Desiree Cox for creating this event to be available to the community in the Bahamas of Nassau. I encourage all of you to come in and just either experience what we have here to offer your community or to extend your own expertise as well. We'll be here next year.
And again, that's a perfect cue to remind you that this is the second annual HEALinc Future Health Summit. We're here for the long haul, and we're going to hope that if you can't participate with us this year, that you'll join us again. I'm Arnold Strong. I'm the Senior Vice President of Unify Earth, where our goal is to humanize the blockchain, and co-producer of the HEALinc Future Health Summit. Thank you so very much.